things that I've been hearing lots about that parents are concerned about is, have my kids lost a year or 6 months of learning opportunities, and how are they ever going to catch up? And I think what's really important to me is to be thinking not so much about what the kids didn't learn, but what did they actually learn while they were off, not necessarily limited to the school curriculum, but what are some of the other life lessons that they've learned during this time? So I think we need to rethink what is our view of the learner, because if we think that they have to get these curricular expectations by this point in time, then we're not really including the fact that each child is individual and has their own capacities and capabilities, and that they have a natural drive to grow. So I predict that what we'll see in the fall is a whole bunch of kids gobbling up new opportunities for learning. There's going to be a certain smaller percentage of kids who are going to be struggling. But you know what? We have fantastic educators in Canada. And when we think about education for the whole child and for every child, then our educators come in and say, what are you great at? What do you love to do? And they use that avenue to help the kids connect in. So yeah, there's going to have to be a seismic shift in terms of saying, oh, you have to have this accomplished by this point in time. And we're going to have to just go with the flow of that. But remember, growth and development happens over a very, very long period of time. And what's most important is that our kids love what they're learning, get engaged and excited about what they're learning, and that way they can change their world to change the rest of the world. So I say, let's not sweat the small stuff.
I couldn't agree more. And I mean, when you think about that innate drive to learn, that curiosity, that sense of discovery, that is an unstoppable force. Not that we'd want to stop it, but it's like, it's going to explode into the classroom and into life anyways. So I think like parents who may be worrying in the summertime, it's about tapping into that curiosity even in the here and now, because as you said, I mean, learning is not limited to classrooms. So much learning happens beyond that. So maybe this summer, figuring out what your child is really excited about and supporting them in that learning, letting them teach you something. I always find this amazing. I mean, I don't think my kids were willing to teach me too many video games because clearly I do not have a gift in that. But even just explaining how a video game works to a parent, that is an educational activity in and of itself, because you're having to figure out, how do you teach somebody? How do you communicate that? And of course, when we're outdoors, being curious about what we're seeing in nature. I saw a very strange bug on my screen this morning, and I want to Google it and find out. Part of it's worry about climate change. I want to know if that bug should be here, but it's also curiosity. So it's a lifelong force, that drive to learn. And it's just a case of getting out of the way and letting the kids do the learning and lead us in so much important learning as well.
Oh, love it. Let the children lead us. I love it, Anne.